Hey guys, what's up? well, sorry. Hey guys, what's up? It's the other half of 1993. Well, first of all, happy Labor Day, everyone. Speaking of labor, or rather lack thereof, it's been almost 2 weeks since I put up any kind of video, which I feel terrible about that. Like I've really been meaning to get something up, whether it's another Yu-Gi-Oh video. God, I feel so guilty. I've been to so many locals without doing like feature matches or anything. So yeah, and this isn't even really a very good video to come back with. I mean, this is just showing off one of my decks, but whatever. All right. The deck I'm going to be showing you guys today is a type of deck that I truly and genuinely believe will be tier 1 come next format. I really do think this deck is going to be on top. And a lot of people were saying this is going to be tier 1.5 and not tier 1. But after doing some testing, I mean, there's definitely room for improvement. Yeah, you're going to notice proxy here, I'll point that out later. There's definitely room for improvement with this deck and, well, the deck in general, not just mine. But as soon as someone finds the right build, this is going to be tier 1. I mean, everything is there, indefinitely. It's just, how do I put it all together? And the deck I'm referring to is the only X-Sabers. X-Sabers are a type I've been playing around with and meaning to test since, a couple weeks before Ancient Prophecy came out. I scrambled like mad at the Ancient Prophecy sneak to get X-Saber stuff, and I finally nearly finished the deck. The only thing I'm missing are 1 or 2 copies of the card Saber Slash, which, after testing a build without it, I don't even know if I want to use Saber Slash. Yeah, anyway, I'll just show you. I really should have organized this before I started recording, like in Monster Spell Trap. I guess I'll just, when I find a monster, I'll pull it out and pull out all the copies of it. What are we at? Okay, 2.5 minutes. Okay, we're good. Alright, first card is obviously X-Saber Arabellum, of which there are again obviously 3 copies of, so 3 Arabellum. This card is very important in X-Sabers, because it not only, first of all, it's a level 3 tuner, which is, good on its own. And it can be searched with Rescue Cat. This card is the only reason Rescue Cat should be used in this deck. But with Rescue Cat, you can put 2 of these guys on the field, which opens up fall troll plays, easy synchroing. So 3 Arabellum, very important. Next up is 1 copy of X-Saber Galahad. Galahad, really, so for those who don't know what he does, he's like Steamroid. He's got 18 attack. When he battles, he gains 500 attack. When he gets attacked, he loses 500 attack. So the only difference is you can negate an attack aimed at him by tributing an X-Saber. Now, I really don't find Galahad that useful, hence why I only run 1 copy of him. But basically he's in here because he's filler. I need an extra monster. He's got X-Saber in his name. When he attacks, he actually can get pretty big. And he's a Rhoda target, which I do use 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army. So, one Galahad. And I'll post the whole list in the description. So, then I've got 2 copies of Double X-Saber. If I can find the other, there we go. Double X-Saber Garda Strike, which a lot of people don't like this card, and I can see why. A lot of people say to use 1 or some. I know some people don't even like to use any Garda Strike, but I like 2 because early game, yeah, it does suck to draw him, but you can just like pitch him for. Well, actually, I don't have the many discarding effects, but so I don't know why I said pitch him, but anyway, he's a really handy monster mid and late game if you have lost your field, which can happen with X-Sabers. Probably won't if you're playing it right, but overall it's a handy backup plan, and he's really not that bad of a card. Yeah, anyway. Now I got 2 copies of double X-Saber Ragigura. Again, most people... Sorry if you see me lean forward, I'm just checking how much time I have left. Anyway, most people say to use 3 of this guy. I would only say 2 because Ragigura has definitely got a nice effect, but when you draw him, it kind of sucks. I mean, you know, people say, oh, you can Foolish and summon Ragigura. It's basically a Rota for X-Sabers. Yeah, it is a Rota for X-Sabers, but it also takes up a normal summon. So unless I can Faltrol the turn I do that combo or do some other crazy stuff, I typically don't like to do that. But Ragigura is definitely a handy card to have, don't get me wrong. Obviously he's key for the infinite hand destruction loop, which I might as well show how you do that. So definitely I would use 2 of these guys. 3 is too many because it kind of sucks to draw him. I rarely normal summon him. I usually only summon him through 1/1. I really gotta pick up the pace here. This is gonna be a multiple part video, which it really shouldn't be, but whatever. And then you've got 3 copies of double X-Saber Full Helm Knight, which this is one of the TCG exclusives for X-Sabers. I thought it was a fantastic idea because X-Sabers, as you all know, have really difficult early games. But opening by summoning Full Helm Knight is definitely not a bad opening move to play with. Another level 3 tuner for you to use. The whole attack negating effect is just brilliant. I mean, of course, when I first read it, I thought it said once per turn, so I thought it was broken, but even once while it's on the field is still pretty good. And then I love using Book of Moon on a monster, then killing it with this guy, and just getting advantage off of that. So I would definitely use 3 of this guy. 1 copy of Rescue Cat. Some people might disagree as far as Rescue Cat goes. I mean, it's only there for the Arbellums, and if you draw 2, and your Rescue Cat is pretty much done. But the ability to put 2 X-Sabers on the field with cards like Faltrol and, you know, the massive synchroing you can do, it's too good to pass up. So yeah, 1 copy of Rescue Cat. 1 copy of Morphine Jar. One thing X-Sabers really do lack as a deck type is draw power. Morphine Jar has drawbacks because obviously it gives your opponent a decent amount of cards in hand, and X-Sabers are really about emptying the hand. But I still feel that Morphine Jar is almost necessary in X-Sabers, just because you can exhaust your hand, which X-Sabers usually do end up exhausting their own hands, and then you can set this guy and now you don't have to worry about it. So, 1 Morphine Jar. And 3 monsters left. Personally, my favorite monster in this deck, we have 4 of those. There's also Cyber Dragon, which again makes for easy synchroing, 21 beat stick, swarms. Yeah, the Cyber Dragon is one of my favorite cards. Just in general in any deck. I use it in Gladiator Beasts too. Cyber Dragon is just all around a pretty good card. And finally, what are we at? It's not. Yeah, definitely 2-part video, which this really shouldn't be, but whatever. And of course, 3 double X-Saber Faltrol, which I can't even tell you how much of a godsend this card is. Basically, what he does is, if you have 2 or more X-Sabers, you can special summon him, and once per turn, he can revive a level 4 or lower X-Saber, which that's just an amazing effect all around. He's a 24 beat stick. Now, you can't tribute summon him or special summon him with anything else besides his own effect, which I thought that kind of sucked. I thought you should have been able to tribute summon him. He definitely would have been a lot better, but not to the point where he was broken. if you could tribute for him. But all around, he's just an amazing card. Again, he's whatever. He's key. There we go. He's key to the hand loop, and overall, just an amazing support card. Yeah, yeah. This is turning more into a X-Saber discussion than my X-Saber deck. And we're at 10:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut just in time to end with all the monsters. So I will put up the next part, show spell traps, and how to do the hand loop. So, peace out.